Next up, we're going to be doing some half cash with no monkey knowledge over here on 4 circles. So we're going to head there with Quincy as our hero. And to get started, we're going to place down a dart monkey over here. Up until red, then back down. Now we can press play. So we're doing a pretty good job popping everything there. And then the next dart monkey we're going to place is over here, just to the left of this line. We want it to be right at the line of the top of this half circle. There we go. Going over here. And then we're going to set this to strong. This gives us the ability to pop the fast-moving balloons here, as we want this dart monkey down here to have a little bit more time. And then because the balloons are weaker and this dart monkey gets a few more throws, they're weaker when they come back to our initial dart monkey. So it's a win-win there. And with these 2 dart monkeys, we're going to be able to get Quincy down on round 10. Quincy on round 10 with no monkey knowledge is a pretty good feat. And not having to get a 3rd dart monkey is always good too. Dart monkeys are great in the early game, but they just don't scale. So anytime you can buy 1 less dart monkey, it's a win. Here's round 10. We can see we're going to get it really close to the end of the round, but you are actually going to have plenty of time. Just make sure you slow it down right before you hit 585 here. There we go. See, we have plenty of time. Quincy's going to go in the middle here. Right there.
Ready. More.
And now that we have Quincy down, we can start building our late game solution, which is going to start off with a monkey sub. That monkey sub's going to go over here and it's going to go down and then to the right. We just need 350, which can seem like it takes quite a while. To the right until red, down until red, right there. We're also going to be getting the twin guns here, because we want that popping power front loaded up here. And the advanced intel is just a little bit expensive to rush on this map. The quality of the looks we have right now are really not all that great. So let's come back over here and get those twin guns. And then we're also going to be getting the longer range. But we see at 540, that's really expensive. So we have to hold off on that for now. We're also going to need an alchemist, so we're going to set that alchemist over here. It's going to go up and then to the right, in the top right corner of this half circle. So we have the money now. Let's go ahead and do it. Up until red, to the right until red, right there. Set that to strong so that we hit the stronger balloons and get just a little bit more value there. We see the dot does some damage. And now we can go ahead and grab the advanced intel. The advanced intel here is really critical because we get all that nice vision from Quincy. You can see Quincy can see all over here. So there's a lot of value to be had from Quincy here. Especially because Quincy's level 6, we can see camo everywhere around here. And now we're going to place down another monkey sub. It's going to go down over here. up until red, to the right until red, right there. We're going to set it so that it has longer range. And then we're going to be getting the barbed darts and the heat tip darts. Because we can see we aren't really popping those lead balloons the way we want to just yet. There we go. Once we get the heat tip darts, we can set this to strong and start saving up for the advanced intel.
More.
This monkey sub is going to give us a ton of vision on this monkey sub over here, as well as be our solution for round 40. And I don't think this sub is really the worst here because we're able to pop all of the balloon types that we're seeing up here, which we can't say the same for with this monkey sub. I like to think of this as a really expensive bomb shooter, because while it's able to see everywhere all the time, it doesn't really have the oomph of a bomb shooter, and it's still more expensive. So there we go. Now we have this online and doing a lot of work for us. So we can come back over here and save up for the airburst darts. And here we might leak just a little tiny bit. And once we get those airburst darts, we're going to feel really good, aren't we? Now we can sell this dart monkey over here, come back this way, and upgrade this to the acidic mixture dip. We can see that round was pretty close, but we did get through it. And then round 40 we get through with no ability usage either. So that looks pretty strong to me. We're going to come back over here and get the triple guns. This helps this monkey sub clean up all of the stuff that isn't lead, which is getting popped over here by this one. We have 2.5k popped from this already. Now we're going to place down one more monkey sub here. We're going to place it all the way to the right, and then up, and then to the right. Right there is good. We're going to upgrade this to submerge and support. And then we're going to leave that for just a little bit here, because we need a little bit more popping power. We're going to place down our bomb shooter right here, just above Quincy. Down, and then to the left just a little bit. We're going to upgrade this to the frag bombs and the cluster bombs. Once we get the cluster bombs upgraded, we're going to miss a considerable amount less. So that's looking pretty good, right? Now we can go ahead and get down our monkey village. $12.95. Almost the most expensive thing we've bought so far. We're going to go all the way to the left here, and then back to the right. We're going to get the bigger radius and the jungle drums. Saving up for the jungle drums here was a little bit scary as well. We're going to get the monkey business and the monkey commerce. And then we're also going to be getting the primary training. There we go. Now this bomb shooter is going to do a lot more work for us, as it should. Then we can come back over here, and we're going to upgrade this to the Berserker Brew. And then we're also going to get the faster throwing. because we're going to be building just a little bit more over here later. And then once we have that, we're going to be sitting here for quite some time, saving up for the stronger stimulant. It's a very expensive upgrade, but it's definitely good here. And we do see the mobs are getting a little bit scary, but don't worry, we're going to have a solution for them here in a minute. There we go. And now we can come back over here and upgrade the primary mentoring to give this just a little bit more range. We also get the top upgrade for free there. So waiting a little bit here, being greedy. Going a little bit slower, but sometimes it's better to go slower and be greedy so that you can go faster later. Which is exactly what we're doing here. You see with this primary mentoring, we have such a huge amount of range from this. We can also get the bigger bombs for free, which we should have done, and get the heavy bombs. But we can't do half cash without a Moab Mauler, so we're going to go over here. Left until red, down until red, left. We went down a little bit there, left, down, right there. Upgrade that to Moab Mauler and set it to strong. Get the bigger bombs and the heavy bombs. There we go. Now that we have the heavy bombs online, we can come back over here and get the plutonium reactor. Once we get the plutonium reactor, we just have to focus back more onto the Moabs. Which is another slight weak point in this build, but here it's still pretty good. Because we're getting this earlier and we're skipping the recursive cluster, which we do get pretty frequently. But that is a slight optimization here. As we can see, we're popping a fair bit of anything that's not a Moab over there. And we see this is doing a lot of work for us, so we're going to go ahead and put down another one. Up here, to the left until red, and then up. We just want to be all the way up there in the front area. We're going to upgrade this to the Moab Mauler and set it to strong. We can get the bigger bombs for free as well. There we go. We don't really need the heavy bombs on this, but we should come back here and get the recursive cluster, as this has both of the buffs here. This is a really good all-around utility tower for half cash. So this is a really nice tower to just close things out here. And we can also see Quincy has done a lot of work for us here. Even leveled us up, did you see that? We just had enough money to get the recursive cluster, let's get that. But with almost no support here, Quincy's doing a lot of popping at 22,000. Remember, we only paid $585 for this tower. And it's doing all of this popping without us using any of Quincy's abilities. And I know some people underestimate it, but Quincy's level 10 ability is really great. We can go ahead and give Quincy the nod here as well. We can put down a Alchemist over here. Just make sure it's closest to Quincy. We're going to upgrade this to the Berserker Brew and get the faster throwing. Because we already have the discount here, this is pretty decent. And now we're going to save up for the stronger stimulant. We should also set this to strong. That way we're not hitting a red balloon. More. 77 does have some delays, as we saw there. This round isn't as challenging as Ninja Kiwi thinks. We're doing just fine, even with half the cash. And there we have it. We have the stronger stimulant online now. And we can see when Quincy gets that buff, we're shooting all the way up here, which is pretty nice. As Quincy has camo vision, so we can knock down anything that comes in from up here. And even if they are camo, they'll slow down and get revealed here. We can also take a quick peek at this over here. It's popped 11,000, which is a little bit underwhelming. And here we're just closing things out. You can see we're floating a bunch of money, so you could spend that on pretty much anything you want. Snipers are a good option, so is the Monkey Ace. I'm going to spend it here on the Moab Assassin, and I'm going to get the heavy bombs, just to get rid of this ZOMG more quickly here. And there you have it. 4 circles on half cash. Our Monkey Star being that recursive cluster, which is not too surprising because it's such a good all-around utility tower, and we had a whole bunch of buffs on it.